YouTube, before we get this video started, guys, if I look crazy, I'm sorry. I literally just woke up. I'm trying to drop this video before I go to work. So, Pete Game and Lock In, right? Yesterday, NBA free agency has started, right? And then there was really anticlimactic, right? Nothing had happened at 6 p.m. yesterday. So everyone's like, wow, we're kind of see where Paul George goes, all these other guys. And Paul George is kind of one of those main pieces. At 3 a.m. today, July 1st, Paul George signs a 4-year, $212 million contract with the 76ers. I can't say this is crazy. I feel like all signs are pointing in this direction, honestly, right after everyone's saying that he's going to leave the Clippers and stuff like that. So, am I surprised? No, but it actually happened, right? Before we dive deeper into this, I love what the 76ers did right after signing Paul George. They go ahead and give Tyrese Maxey a 5-year, $204 million extension. Guys, I absolutely love this for the 76ers. For the simple fact that, say you're Tyrese Maxey, right? You see Paul George get a big contract. He hasn't been there for 4 years or whatever it may have been for Tyrese Maxey. And Tyrese Maxey's kind of like, yo, when am I going to get paid? Right? Kind of make him feel salty a little bit. Kind of make him think, damn, should I even sign this extension? Should I go somewhere else? Do I even feel like they want me here, right? They give Paul George his money. Boom. Right after that, they go, here you go, Tyrese Maxey. We're going to give you 5 years, $204 million. This is perfect for the 76ers, guys. Now, let's dive deeper into this Paul George signing, right? And then we'll talk about the whole team later. I think I haven't done the numbers yet. Like I said, I had just woken up. I think it's around 50-something million a year for Paul George. This is a lot of money for someone that hasn't played in the playoffs that much and hasn't shown up in the playoff as much. But guys, I'm not going to sit up here and say he doesn't deserve this money. Paul George deserves this money, right? He's a two-way player. He can shoot the three ball, the mid-range. He can get to the cup, and he can defend, right? This isn't a bad signing whatsoever. Paul George is not gonna make your team worse. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh well, he gets hurt too much and this and that. Yeah, guys, that's all in the package, right? And especially during playoff time, you need a little bit of luck on your side to not get hurt around playoff time and not get hurt. You know, when it counts most. Yes, I understand that. But we're not gonna sit up here and act like this isn't a piece to a championship team, right? We've seen it all around the league. Every team that wins has a big wing, big wings, I guess you can say, right? You look at OKC, MPJ, Aaron Gordon, right? Last year with the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. So this is one of the key recipes to being a contender, a championship team. A big wing is something you need, right? He can lock up your best scorer. He can still score. And the thing is with this one too, he doesn't need to be the number one option on the 76ers. He doesn't. Especially with Joel Embiid, and we'll get into that a little bit. Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, he doesn't need to be the number one option. Right? And I like this a lot for the 76ers. I would take PG over Tobias Harris every day. Yes, Tobias Harris was making $30 million a year, whatever more. If I need to pay $20 more million to get a Paul George, I'll pay that every day of the week. Now, guys, let's talk about the whole team, right? We talked about the PG signing. I like the PG signing. Let's talk about the whole team. Guys, Daryl Morey, bravo. I mean, bravo, right? Like I said, Paul George, he signed with them. They turn around, give Tyrese Maxey an extension, $204 million for 5 years. But then they get another good piece for pretty cheap. Kelly Oubre, 2 years, $16 million, right? So that's $8 million a year. Guys, I will take that every day, especially what Kelly Oubre was doing for you guys last year. You've seen what he can do. He's another big wing, I guess you can say, right? So this helps the 76ers tremendously. Now, the one thing that's going to worry me and it's going to worry everyone, how is the health going to look with Paul George and Joel Embiid on the team, right? Obviously, we've seen Joel Embiid last year. He was hurt during playoffs and stuff like that. That's why no one really had them going far. But, guys, this team could be very, very good. Guys, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid. Am I crazy to say that this is a big three? Am I crazy to say this is a big three, guys? I don't think so. I like this a lot, man. I really, really freaking do. Guys, but Philly is up right now. I feel like I see somebody on Twitter say they don't know how to feel about this, blah, blah, blah. I think you should feel good, especially re-signing Maxey. You got Joel Embiid under contract for a little bit. Joel Embiid has played at MVP level for the past 3 years. So you add Paul George to it, a two-way wing who can score the ball, defend. He can rebound. You know what I'm saying? It's very good. Then you go ahead re-sign Maxey. I'm sorry. So I think Philly is very, very good in a very good position, I guess you can say. It's just the playoff stuff. I know Joel Embiid has not been bad in the playoffs, but he hasn't gone far in the playoffs. PG drops a little bit in the playoffs. So that's the one thing that worries me. But just on paper, this isn't a bad signing at all. I actually like this from the 76ers. So guys, let me know what you guys think. Is it too much? Should he have stayed with the Clippers? This and that, whatever you guys may think, but let me know.